everyone, всем привет! Welcome to my online cooking school, AllasYummyFood. I'm Alla, the host of the show, and today I'm gonna show you one of the most requested and popular amazing cakes ever, bird's milk cake called Ptichye Moloko. And also, for those of you who don't know what it is basically a vanilla soufflé cake. It's absolutely amazing, covered in chocolate, a really nice smooth soufflé vanilla layers and amazing vanilla sponge. This cake has become so popular all over Russia and Eastern Europe, and everyone usually has it on their birthdays, on special events. If you want to get access to this recipe, including 500 other amazing recipes, you can join my online cooking school at AllasYummyFood.com/recipes and join thousands of other students just like you. And we have our amazing cooking and baking community. You have my support, you have no ads in my membership, and it's just super easy to search for any recipe, so you don't have to break your head anymore. You also save time and money because all the recipes are 100% tested, so you'll never fail and waste any of that. I really hope you join our online cooking school, and you can find more details down below in my description box, or you can check it out on my website. Now let's get cooking. First thing we're gonna make our sponge, so add eggs and sugar into a bowl. And you're gonna whisk this for good 3 to 5 minutes until the eggs triple or double in volume and become very nice, pale and fluffy. They should look just like that. You should be able to create an 8 with your mixture. So keep whisking until you reach that consistency. Over here I've got all my dry ingredients. I'm gonna sift them through right inside my mixture. Add that in and gently fold everything together. Once you're done with your mixture, it should be nice and creamy just like that. We're gonna divide it evenly between 2 rings. I've placed it onto a silicone mat, but you can also use parchment paper. Divide the mixture evenly, spread it out, make sure it's nice and even baked, and use your spatula to push it inside the corners. We're gonna bake our sponges. Now once our sponges are done, they should look like this. They'll be very, very light and fluffy. We're gonna set them aside to cool down. Now we're gonna make our syrup. Into a bowl of water, I'm gonna add my condensed milk, mix everything together, and our syrup is done. It should look just like this. Then go around the sides of your sponge cakes once they've cooled down, and the mold will come up nice and easy. You might want to chop up the top of your cake just to get rid of that skin. It's very delicious, so you can eat that, but you want the cakes to be nice and fluffy so they can soak our syrup inside. Now remove the cakes from the silicone mat, and they will be so gentle and airy and fluffy. Just be careful not to break them. Next thing we're gonna add water into our gelatin powder. Make sure it's nice and cold water, and set this aside to bloom for good 5 minutes or so. Now I'm gonna prepare my cake ring for assembling my cake. So over here I've got my acetate tape together with my cake ring on a paper clip to hold it in place, and I've placed my cake also on parchment paper and a baking tray, so it's nice and easy to transfer into the freezer. Add the first layer of your vanilla sponge and soak it with your condensed milk syrup all over. Even though the sponges are so soft, we're gonna make them even softer. Now we're gonna make our delicious creamy mixture. Add egg whites into the bowl, and then we're gonna make the syrup at the same time. So add your water and sugar into a pot and place it onto the stove. It is essential to measure the temperature here because we don't want to overcook our syrup. So as soon as it reaches the correct temperature, we're gonna take it off the heat and we're gonna start whisking our egg whites. This process needs to be done at the same time, so if you don't have a stand mixer, you might need to get everything ready and close to you. So once you start to see a little bubbles forming on top of your egg whites, you're gonna slowly pour the syrup on the corner and keep whisking on medium speed until all your syrup is gone. Keep whisking until the mixture becomes nice and pale and fluffy. You can increase the speed at this point. Now take your gelatin and melt it in a microwave so it's nice and melted. And then once you get nice stiff peaks just like that, you can go ahead and add your mascarpone cheese, 1 tablespoon at a time. And then add your condensed milk and mix everything together one more time. Once your gelatin has melted, you're gonna slowly add your melted gelatin on the corner of the side and keep mixing your mixture. It'll be nice, pale and fluffy. Just keep going, and here we go. And then you're gonna add your double or heavy cream. Mix everything together one more time. The mixture will be so airy and fluffy and creamy, just like this. You have to work fast because we do have gelatin, and as soon as the mixture cools down, the gelatin will set. So add half of your mixture inside the cake, cover the sponge and go inside the corners just like so. And then add your second sponge, soak it through with your milky syrup, and then add remaining of your creamy filling on top to cover your sponge. And this is how it looks, absolutely stunning. We're gonna place this into the freezer to set completely. To make our chocolate ganache filling, we're gonna melt oil and chocolate together. I'm using milk chocolate. You can also use dark chocolate if you wanted to. Once the cake is done, you're gonna remove it from the mold and take off the acetate tape, and then glaze your cake in chocolate ganache. It's up to you how you want to decorate your cake. I like to decorate with some fresh strawberries and some sugar decorations. I'm gonna show you how our final cake looks. It's so soft, it tastes like a cloud. It's one of the best cakes out there. I absolutely love it. It's so delicious. Honestly, there's nothing better than this cake. Delicious, cloudy, spongy vanilla layers with a delicious vanilla soufflé cream topped with a thin coating of chocolate. This cake is a must make, and I hope you enjoy it.